What is at the grocery store today?
What's for supper, Dad?
What?
What's for supper?
What?
What's for supper?
I think we're gonna have hamburgers today. What do you have there, bro?
Oh, I got this from school.
What is it?
Principal Scholar.
What does that mean?
That, awesome.
Okay. Okay, y'all. I'm in the kitchen with Sherry today. And what are we going to have?
Hamburgers.
We're having hamburgers.
Mm-hmm.
And these are homemade hamburgers. What goes in? What are we going to have in these?
80-20 ground beef.
80-20.
Ranch seasoning. Hidden Valley ranch seasoning.
Okay. This is the good stuff, y'all. I mean, this is awesome.
A little bit of salt.
Some salt here and pepper. And it looks like she has a little bit of garlic powder from our local Fred's. And how much hamburger
well,
meat? Are we going to use all that?
Yeah, we're using all of it because I'm going to have enough left over for... I'm going to cook at least 12 burgers.
12 burgers? Who are we feeding?
Well, we've got 2 teenagers, a 9-year-old, me and you, and then, of course, we've got to have lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to have 3 of these probably because that's how I roll. All right, you're going to just put... How much do you know? How much do you put in?
I don't measure. I just make the top real white.
Okay.
And I flip it over. Make it white.
Make it rain with that Hidden Valley Ranch.
With the Hidden Valley Ranch. And turn it over. And make it white. And the reason I'm not mixing it in is because if you over mix it, your hamburgers will be tough. They won't stay moist. Hold on.
All right, do I need to put some salt on here? I got a clean hand right here.
No, I would like to do that.
Okay. She's going to put the salt on there. Okay. All right, time's ticking away, babe.
I use about a teaspoon of salt.
Y'all, you washed your hands so you could use a spoon to sprinkle salt on here?
Listen, don't criticize.
Come on, man. The minutes and seconds are precious on YouTube. Precious.
And pepper.
Alright, obviously just a taste here.
I don't know. I put a good bit in there because that's what gives it some taste.
I like pepper myself. And then here's the garlic powder.
And I usually kind of do a teaspoon of garlic powder because you don't want it so much that you can't stand yourself afterwards. And that's about it. If you wanted to...
Now what?
Well, if you wanted to, you could dice up onions and bell peppers and mix it in. And that's how I make my meatloaf. But this is...
Okay, now what do you do? Just go ahead and mix that in there?
Mash it up real good. Mix it in real good.
God, I like the way you handle that meat, girl.
Whatever.
You're an expert meat handler. That's for sure. How long are you going to mix this up?
It's not a mix as much as it is a fold.
Alright, so you're just folding it in there.
That's about it. If you didn't have as much hamburger meat and you wanted to stretch it, you could add an egg and a cup of breadcrumbs.
Okay. Alright, now do I need to get something out for you to put the burgers on?
Yeah, I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes. And while I let it sit, to come to room temperature because the meat cooks better when it's room temperature. But we're going to get out of the frying pan and we're going to start cooking.
Okay. Well, we want to see you form some patties, so we'll be back in 10 minutes for that, I guess, right?
Sure.
All right, we've waited the 10 minutes, and she's going to go ahead and just pat out a couple of these so you can see how it's done. Any technique to this at all?
No, you just get a tennis ball size pat and pat it out. If you'll use your thumb around the edge and keep it, it'll be more uniform. And I always put a hole in the middle of them when I'm cooking them on the stove because when the hole closes, the burger's done.
All right. Any thickness tips? For the thickness.
About a half an inch. And you can eyeball it about the thickness of your thumb, unless you got really super skinny thumbs. But about the thickness of your thumb is a good hamburger thickness.
Okay, these are the patties that she patted out. We've got what is that? Like maybe 8. 2 and 2, 3, 4, 8. There's 12 patties. We're gonna go ahead. She's put some oil in the pan here, and we're just gonna fry these. What's your heat on? It's about medium, a little higher than medium, maybe medium and 1/4.
I'm doing the smaller burgers first, mainly because they're for the kids, and I know I can go ahead and feed them.
We always make sure the kids eat first. All right, those sound good. Okay, we're going to turn these now. You can see that they've already shrunk to a certain extent.
But you see the browning on the inside?
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. When that starts to get kind of brown, you can turn it.
Okay, let's do that. It's got a nice little caramelization on that back end there. This is going to be really moist on the inside. All right, these are basically done now. And we're going to take these out, fry up the last batch here, and we'll go ahead and make a few burgers for you guys. We've got some condiments, some tomatoes, some pickles, some onions, some lettuce, some cheese for the kids. There you go. Awesome. You want a hamburger? Walter, you want a chip? Dude, you don't need any more chips.
You gotta put you back on a diet, buddy. You're getting chubby.
Little turkey. I'm going to show y'all how to build your burger scientifically, if you will. You'll see most of the fast food chains put their ingredients on their burger just in this order. There's the top, there's the bottom. The top's always the thickest part. This is the part you want to put your mayonnaise or your mustard or ketchup on. Okay, I'm going to use mustard, and you want to put like 1 part of mustard to 2 parts of ketchup on this. Okay. Really tough doing this with one hand. Now at this point, you would put your pickle on there. But since I have chopped up onions, I'm going to put the chopped up onions on there first. If you have whole onions, you'll want to put those on the very last. Okay. Now, go ahead, put some lettuce on this, just like that, and we'll go ahead and put our tomato on here, and we'll grab a burger, put on there. That's it. Alright guys, listen, thank you for viewing this. I appreciate it. You took time out of your day to look at, my family make a meal, make a burger. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to Jason Callan, Cat W Magic, Joy's World Tour, Got the Munchie Show, Josh Sorrells. He's coming up with some new cooking ideas. Give a shout out to my LA woman, Remy 21323. She's awesome. Super Lady Sheba. All you guys are awesome. Thank you for everything. I'll see you tomorrow or the next day. Until then, don't get shit.